My dear students, today I am going to discuss physics for class 9, equations of motion. Actually, I was asked by one guardian from Nagaon, Mr. Ranjan Saikia. So he asked if I could discuss equations of motion for his daughter who is in class 9 in some school in Nagaon. I am very pleased to do it. Okay. Now, these three are equations of motion. So one is v equal to u plus at, s equal to ut plus half at square, v square minus a square equal to twice a s. All these are given in your class 9 textbook. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of these 5 variables? What are the 5 variables? U, v, t, a, s. So let me explain with this diagram. Okay. Now consider a body. Consider a body moving in this direction with uniform velocity u. A body is moving in this direction with uniform velocity u. Now, due to application of some external force on the body, its velocity increases slowly. That external force is acting on the body constantly. Constantly, an external force is acting on the body. Just like in a car, if you want to increase the speed, you have to use the accelerator constantly, press on the accelerator constantly, that way. So a force is being applied on the body constantly, as a result of which its velocity gradually increases, and that gradual increase in velocity is the acceleration a. Now after time t, the body acquires velocity v. So originally the initial velocity was u, and now due to application of force it acquires acceleration, and its final velocity has become v after time t. Now during this time t, the body has traveled from a to b, a distance s. I followed? Now at the point b, the external force acting has withdrawn. So no more force is acting. Therefore after b, the body will move with uniform velocity v. So between a and b only there is acceleration. Before a, the uniform velocity was u, and after b, uniform velocity v. And between a and b, the velocity has changed from u to v. So u is called initial velocity, v is called final velocity. And the distance covered from a to b is s. And the time taken to cover this distance from a to b is t. And a indicates acceleration. So these are the 5 variables: t, a, s, u, v. Now if you note these equations of motion, each equation contains 4 variables. So the first one contains v, u, a, t. S is absent. The second one contains s, u, t, a. Here v is absent. And third one contains u, v, a, s. So t is absent. So every equation contains 4 variables. So one is missing. And another thing, if you note, each equation contains a. Acceleration, acceleration, acceleration. So this variable is present in all the 3 equations. I followed? Now when you want to do numerical sum, when any numerical sum is given, you have to use one of the equations. And then 3 values will be given. Each equation contains 4 variables. So values of 3 variables will be given, and the unknown variable you have to find out. Now this will be clear when I show you some example. Okay. So let us begin with some example. Now suppose this is a question. Now there is a question, suppose this way. A body is moving with uniform velocity 20 meter per second. So that is u. 20 meter per second. Now when you get any numerical sum in exam, so first of all you note down what things are given and what to find. This is the most important requirement. So read the question carefully, find out what things are given, what quantities are given, and what quantity to find out. Then only you go to use the formula and do calculation. All right. Now in this question it is said a body is moving with uniform velocity 20 meter per second. So that must be u. So I note down the value of u, 20 meter per second. Now due to some constant external force, so remember that external force must be acting constantly. Due to application of some constant external force, it acquires an acceleration, and that acceleration you have to find out. So in this question, a is not given, you have to find out that a. It acquires an acceleration, and after 5 seconds, so that 5 seconds is the time. So 5 seconds is the time. After 5 seconds, its velocity becomes 30 meter per second. So that is v. Have followed? So from this equation, you will see a body is moving with uniform velocity 20 meter per second, that is u. Due to some constant external force, it acquires an acceleration. That acceleration is not given. And after 5 seconds, so 5 seconds is the time, its velocity becomes 30 meter per second. So 30 meter per second is v. Find the acceleration acquired. So find the acceleration acquired. So a equal to what? That you have to find out. All right. So you see, out of 4 quantities, 3 are given. Now the a, the unknown one, you have to find out. Now you choose the formula containing UATV. So I find that this formula contains UATV, VUAT. So I'll use this formula. All right. So how to use the formula? See, V equal to U plus AT. So find out which equation contains these 4 letters. So I find this equation contains the 4 letters. So I will use this one. So V equal to U plus AT. Now V is given 30, U is given 20 plus A is given, A is not given, we have to find out, into T is given 5. So I write the given values, okay, only A is unknown. Then from here we get 30 minus 20, 10 equal to 5A. Therefore A equal to 2. So answer is 2 meter per second square. This is the answer. Now unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Unit of velocity is meter per second, but unit of acceleration is meter per second square, isn't it? So this is how we calculate and get the answer. A equal to what? A equal to 2 meter per second square. You followed? So this is how you have to handle the formula. So read the question carefully, find out what things are given, what is unknown, then find out which equation contains these variables. Then you write that formula, write that equation, put the values and simply calculate, solve equation. All right. So I get this. This is the final answer. So what is acceleration? 2 meter per second square. Okay. Let us see another. Yes. A body is moving with uniform velocity 50 meter per second. So U equal to 50. A body is moving with uniform velocity 50 meter per second. Due to application of brakes, now this is a car. A car is moving with uniform velocity. Imagine a car moving with uniform velocity 50 meter per second. Now due to application of brakes for 10 seconds. So for 10 seconds the driver has used the brakes, isn't it? So imagine a car moving at what speed? 50 meter per second. Then the driver presses on the brakes constantly. As a result, the car slows down, isn't it? For 10 seconds, the brakes are used. So T is 10 seconds. And after 10 seconds, the driver withdraws force from the brake. That means the brake stops working after 10 seconds. And then the velocity becomes 10 meter per second. So this is the final velocity. 10 meter per second. All right. So obviously velocity has decreased. Why velocity has decreased? Because the driver has applied brakes, opposing force, isn't it? So the car was moving with 50 meter per second initial velocity. Then after 10 seconds, its velocity has become 10 meter per second, that is the final velocity, and the brakes, the driver has applied the brakes for how many, what time? 10 seconds. So that is t. Okay. Now find a. So a is what? That is the question. All right. Again, you see these 4 letters are present in this first equation. So I use the first equation. All right. So v equal to u plus at. Then putting the value. Now this is a case of retardation. So when velocity decreases 50 to 10, when velocity increases, it is acceleration. When velocity decreases, it is retardation. Now retardation is also called negative acceleration. Now we have to find here negative acceleration. So you will see the answer automatically will come negative, because it is a case of retardation, decreasing 50 to 10. In the previous case, it was acceleration. Okay. So v equal to what? 10 equal to u 50 plus a is not given and t is given 10. All right. Now we get minus 40 equal to 10a. So a equal to what we get? Minus 4. So you see the answer has come negative. Why answer has come negative? Because this is a case of retardation, negative acceleration. So automatically the answer is negative. So what is the answer? Minus 4 meter per second square. That is a unit, meter per second square. All right. So you see in these two sums we have used the first formula. Now let us see the application of the other formula. So this is a case of retardation and the previous one was case of acceleration. So acceleration is positive acceleration and retardation is negative acceleration. Okay. Okay, now let us see another question. Yes. Now a body is moving with uniform velocity 40 meter per second. So that is u. So u equal to 40 meter per second. A body is moving with velocity 40 meter per second. Then due to application of some external force, constant external force, it acquires an acceleration of 5 meter per second square. So a is given 5 meter per second square. Due to the application of some constant external force, it acquires an acceleration of 5 meter per second square. Now what distance it covers in 10 seconds? So time is given 10 seconds. And you have to find distance, that means s. I followed? So a body is moving with 40 meter per second, that is u. It acquires acceleration 5 meter per second square due to application of some external force. Then after 10 seconds, what distance it is covered? So during 10 seconds, it has covered some distance, and that distance you have to find out. So from the question, I noted down these 4 things, 3 things given, 1 thing unknown. Now let us choose the equation which contains these 4 letters u, v, u, t, a, and s. This one, u, t, a, and s. So I'll use this formula, second formula. All right. So I write the second formula. So s equal to ut plus half at square. All right. Then simply put the value. So put the value s equal to s I have to find out. S equal to ut. U is what? 40. 40 into t. T is 10 plus half. Half a. A is 5 into t. T square. That means 10 square. So simply put the value. All right. So write the proper equation containing the variables given, and then simply put the value and then calculate. So I'll show the calculation here. Okay. So okay, let me do it here. So s equal to, yes, this is 400 plus 10 square is 100. So half into 5 into 100. What do you get? 250. Half into 5 into 10 square 100. So you get 250. So s equal to what? Yes, 650. Unit is meter. Yes, one thing. These sums you have to do using SI unit. Therefore, in the beginning you check. Sometimes the given things will be in kilometer per hour. So velocity will be in kilometer per hour. You have to convert to meter per second. So make sure in the beginning all the units are in SI unit. Then finally the answer will come automatically in SI unit. Now distance, what is the SI unit of distance? Meter. Therefore it will be meter. So this is the answer. S equal to 650 meters. So we have used this second equation. Is it clear? Now let us see another which also uses the second equation. Okay, now this one. Now all these equations that I am discussing have come in some exam before, mostly in NCERT exams, right? Now this one. A body is moving with uniform velocity . Uniform velocity 40 meter per second. Yes. So next question. Next question. U equal to 40 meter per second. Meter per second, we can write this way also, ms to the power minus 1, isn't it? A body is moving with uniform velocity 40 meter per second. So that is u. It acquires an acceleration of 10 meter per second square. So a is equal to 10 meter per second square. It acquires an acceleration. Why it should acquire an acceleration? Definitely some external force is acting on it constantly. All right. In what time it covers a distance of 100 meter? Yeah, so you have to find t. In what time it covers a distance of s given 100 meter. Distance of 100 meter. Yes. Okay. See the question again. A body is moving with uniform velocity 40 meter per second. So that must be u. Then due to application of some external force, it acquires an acceleration of 10 meter per second square. So that is a. Now the question is, in what time it covers a distance of 100 meter. So distance is 100 meter. And this distance is covered in what time? That time you have to find out. Okay. Now again, we see which formula contains UATS. So this formula contains UATS. So I'll use this formula. So that is the thing, you see. So find out which formula contains these known variables and known things and unknown variable. Okay. So again, I use that S formula. So S equal to what? UT plus half AT square. Now just put the value. S is known this time. S is 100 equal to U. U also known. 40. T is not known. T is not known. So you see, UT, U is known 40, but T is not known. We have to find out. So we keep T plus half A. What is A? A is known 10 into T square. T is not known. So S value known, U value known, A value known. Only T is unknown. So this T we have to find out. Now solve it. So 100 equal to 40t plus 5t square, isn't it? Okay. Then now you see, we can divide the whole equation by 5 because 5 is a common variable. Common factor. So divide by 5, divide by 5, divide by 5. Now why we divide by 5? That will simplify the equation. So this is a rule of equation. If any common factor is there, divide the whole thing by that common factor. Now 100 by 5 is 20 minus equal to, this is 8t plus t square. So you see the equation has become simplified. We divided by 5, which is common factor, we get a simple equation. Now this is a quadratic equation, you see. Now we can factorize it. Now first of all, let us do a little more simplification. T square plus 8t minus 20 equal to 0. All right. Now transfer side, equation rule, when you transfer this side from that side, sign changes. So that part you know. So you will get this one, t square plus 8t, then this goes to the right, minus 20, that is equal to 0. All right. Now this one you can factorize by middle term method. So that factorization by middle term method. Now we factorize this one, we get these two factors. So I am showing this side. We get factors. So I am not showing how to factorize. That part is that middle term factorization we use. Okay. So you will get these two factors, t minus 2, t plus 10. Middle term factorization, if you do, you will get these two factors, t minus 2, t square plus 8t minus 20. Yes. So you will get these two factors, t minus 2 and t plus 10. So product of these two factors is 0. Therefore, either this 0 or this 0. Therefore, t minus 2 equal to 0 or t plus 10 equal to 0. When product of two factors is 0, when product of two things 0, one of them must be 0. So this into this equal to 0, therefore either this 0 or this 0. If this 0, what we get? T equal to 2, t equal to 2. And if this 0, t plus 10 is 0, what we get? T equal to minus 10. So we get two values of t. If this is 0, then t equal to 2, and if this is 0, t equal to minus 10. Now this one is not possible. That is what you have to write in exam. Is t equal to minus 10 not possible, because t is time. Time cannot be negative. So this is not possible, so we reject it. So therefore, acceptable value is t1. Therefore, t equal to 2 seconds. That is the answer. T equal to 2 seconds. Therefore, what we get finally? T equal to 2 seconds. So this is the answer. So reject this value because it is negative. Time cannot be negative. Therefore, this is acceptable value. So what we had to find out? Time. So we got the time 2 seconds. So this is how you have to handle the questions. Okay. Now let us see how we can use the third equation of motion. We have already seen this first two. Now let us see how to use that third one. Okay. All right. See now this question. Okay, this is the question. A body is moving with uniform velocity 60 meter per second. So u equal to 60 meter per second. ms to the power minus 1. Then due to some external force, it acquires an acceleration of 10 meter per second square. So a equal to 10 meter per second square. Due to application of some external constant force, maybe accelerator of a car. All right. So it acquires acceleration of 10 meter per second square. Now it says the car finally stops. Yes. So you see, this is different from the others. Now definitely this external force is not applied by accelerator. The external force is applied by brakes if it is a car. So suppose a car is moving with uniform velocity 60 meter per second, that is u. Then due to application of brakes, it acquires an acceleration of 10 meter per second square. Actually this is retardation. Because it is given here, finally the car stops. Now why the car should stop finally? Because the brakes are applied, isn't it? That means the car acquires retardation, that is negative acceleration. That means velocity is slowly decreasing, therefore finally the car stops. If the car finally stops, we can write v equal to 0, final velocity 0, isn't it? Now the question is, stops. Now you have to find out distance. So what distance it covers during that application of brakes. All right. Now see the whole question. A car is moving, suppose a car is moving with this uniform velocity, then brakes are applied on it, then it acquires this retardation, 10 meter per second square, and finally the car stops. Therefore v equal to 0, final velocity 0. And before stopping, till from the moment the brakes are applied till the moment it stops, so what is the distance covered? So find the distance covered during this time. Okay, so that as you have to find out. Now you say u, a, v, s. These four letters are contained in this equation. Therefore we are going to use this equation. Okay. So learn the method how to do. Always I insist, learn method, then you can handle any sum given from any book, any source. So first of all, you note down what is given, what to find, then choose the right formula, right equation. So I choose this formula. So v square minus u square equal to 2as. Alright, now put the value v is 0. 0 square, that means 0. So e is 60, 60 square, alright, equal to 2 into a is 10, and this s you have to find out. Is it clear? So put the value correctly. So 0 is 0, so minus 60 square, that means 3600. 60 square is 3600 minus, then 2 into 10, 20, 20s. 20s, alright. Therefore, what will be s? Therefore, s will be what? Minus 3600 divided by 20. 1 minute, one minute, sorry. So here, this a, since it is a retardation, a will be minus 10. Yes. See, note it. It is a case of retardation. From the question, what we understand? It is not positive acceleration, but retardation, that means negative acceleration. So a value will be minus 10. Alright. So here we must put 2 into twice as, a minus 10, then s. Okay. So if it is a case of retardation, a value will be negative. Retardation is negative acceleration. So this will be minus 20s. Okay. So this will be what? Minus 20s. Okay. So minus 20s. Now both side minus you cancel. That means both side become plus. Both side minus cancel. So both side will be plus. 20s equal to this. Therefore s equal to what? 3600 by 20. That means 180. So 180 meter. This is the answer. So what is the distance covered? 180 meter. So you see, this is the way. And note here this point that acceleration is negative. So we put the negative minus 10. Alright. Then using this formula, let us see another sum. Using this formula, let us see another question. So I hope by this time you have understood how to handle this kind of numerical sum. Okay, now this is a question. A body is moving with uniform velocity 25 meter per second. So u equal to 25 meter per second. Due to constant opposing force, yes, again brakes, opposing force. Therefore, acceleration will be negative. In this sum also, acceleration is going to be negative. Due to application of, constant opposite force, it slows down. It slows down. That means negative acceleration. And finally stops. Therefore, v equal to 0. So you see, the body is moving with uniform velocity 20 meter per second. That is u. Then due to application of some opposing force on the body, opposing force like brakes, so it slows down and finally stops. That means v equal to 0. All right. So during that time it has covered a distance of 625 meter. During which time? From the time of application of brakes, from the time of application of the opposing force till the time it stops. It has covered some distance, obviously. If you apply brakes on a moving car, the car has to move some distance before stopping. So that distance is given 625 meter. So you have to find acceleration. You have to find the value of a. So the body is moving with this is this 25 meter per second uniform acceleration, finally stops. So v equal to 0, and before stopping it has covered what distance? 625 meter, that is s. Now you have to find that a, the negative acceleration. All right. Now again you see these letters are present. These 4 letters are present in which formula? Which equation? This third one. So I use this one. So v square equal to u square plus 2as. All right. Now put the value. V is 0. 0 square. V square minus u square equal to 2as. So v square 0 square minus u square. U square is 25 square equal to 2 into a. A you have to find out, not given. And s is given 625. S is given 625. All right. So we put the value 625. S is given 625 meter. Okay. Now the question of solving only. So this is minus 625. 25 square is 625. Now 2 into 625. 2 into 625 into S, right? Therefore, S will be what? S will be minus 625 by 2 into 625. So, what will be S? Minus 625 divided by 2 into 625. So, this 625 cancel, minus half. Minus half. That means minus 0.5 and 1 minute, sorry, this is A. Sorry. 2 into 625 into A, sorry, A. We have to find A, no? What was the question? Find acceleration. All right. So, V square is this, U is 25 square, 2 into A into S. S is this one. Therefore, this is 625, 2 into 625 into A. Therefore, A equal to, yes, A equal to minus 625 divided by 2 into 625. So, you get what? Minus half, that means minus 0. So, meter per second square. So, this is the answer. So, what is A? Acceleration is this. Now, acceleration will automatically come negative. Automatically, it will come negative because this is a case of retardation. You followed? See, acceleration is coming negative. Why it is coming negative? Because the question is about, yes, negative acceleration, retardation. So, this is the answer, minus 0.5 meter per second square. All right. So, I have shown these numerical examples. There are many more. So, we'll see later. Now, this is how you have to handle the problem. Okay. So, I hope Mr. Saikia, I hope your daughter will be benefited from this discussion. Okay. All right then. So, today we stop. Now, next time in my next video, I'll show the equation of motion with respect to acceleration due to gravity, where A will become Z, and S will become H, where A will become Z and S will become H. All right. So, with respect to acceleration due to gravity. So, in my next video, I'll discuss these three equations of motion with respect to acceleration due to gravity. Okay. All right. Good night for today.